Ah, kids in daycare. I'm telling you. I made it. I made it for a while. Then they got me. Got me again. Me after I filed my own taxes. Go, 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 go! They'll get you. They will get you. Point of view, 93% of husbands say they are ready to support their wife well during pregnancy. Also them.
Are you worried? Don't worry.
It is that simple. Oh, no, I mean, it is that simple. It really is. Stop worrying. Relax. Me. No, you can't have a snack. I'm cooking dinner. My kid. This house is a prison. When they're melting down, ignore them. Don't feed into the meltdown. They will tire out eventually, and they'll move on with their day. If you don't respond to it, they won't try it again because it didn't work. So, not always. It's not. Look, every kid's different. To prove people will argue over anything, here's a stick. That's a switch. That ain't a stick. They own 13 homes and are worth $61 million, and they are discussing income inequality. You love to see it. You love to see the hypocrisy, the lack of self-awareness, you know? Al Gore and climate experts in 2007.
The point of this is, all this time, you can see what I have seen all these years. It just keeps going up. It is relentless. And now we're beginning to see the impact in the real world. This is Mount Kilimanjaro more than 30 years ago and more recently. And a friend of mine just came back from Kilimanjaro with a picture he took a couple months ago. Another friend, Lonnie Thompson, studies glaciers. Here's Lonnie with a last sliver of one of the once mighty glaciers. Within the decade, there will be no more snows of Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro 2024. Yikes. That didn't age well. Obviously. Can we make Al Gore, can we like do a presidential executive order that he has to go and do, go into Congress and address all these things that he predicted that didn't happen? And then also just do an investigation of how much money was funneled to certain organizations. I mean, I think it's worth doing. It was a big political football. How it feels Googling a slang word, I don't know. These dang kids in their hula hoops and their dang skateboards, you know? What does Riz mean? I don't know. Let's Google it. When you block them while they are typing. Oh, yeah. It's a good feeling. I actually don't know if I've ever done this mid-type. Not mid-type, but like, you know, after that reply, after like a minute, someone says something stupid. It's like, oh, no. You're a woke idiot. See ya. Don't need ya. How to become a billionaire. Step 1, save $1 million a year. Step 2, do this for 1,000 years. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. If you want to be a billionaire, start saving. Every penny counts. When I say I have a headache, they ask, well, have you drunk any water today?
Since you got your degree and you know everything.
It is. Drink water. It'll help your headache, okay? Drink lots of water. It'll help a lot of stuff. And get rid of all the other crap you're drinking. Tom Hanks when the Epstein list is released. Yeah, well, you know what? I think I said this last week. Is it ever going to get released? Doesn't seem like it. It was supposed to be released weeks ago, but it hasn't been released. All we want, this is all we want, a list of the names and any other evidence that may have come off of that island. Are we going to get that? I don't think so. That's just me. I'm becoming skeptical now. Just remember, if things get bad, 1995 and you move to the mountains. I didn't say this. This is just a meme we're sharing, okay? I mean, what are they going to do? Track you up in the mountains? When you stir some mac and cheese and it makes that sound that it makes. The hell, you weirdo? You freaking weirdo. That's disgusting. That's a nasty sound. Kurt Cobain versus Michelangelo. Artist lived to 88. Not okay. Not okay. Not funny. An actual conversation I had with a homeowner in 2022.
Looks like the roof's going well. Should be done in maybe 2 hours or so. Do you have any questions or anything? No questions, but there is someone on your crew that took an apple off of my tree and is eating it right now. Really? Oh my gosh. Carlos, no comas las manzanas. Sorry about that. A lot of people around here have apple trees and they just let us pick them and take them every now and then. It definitely shouldn't do that because they're not edible apples. Really? Do they spray them with pesticides or something? No, those aren't store apples. Those are apple trees. You can't just pick them off of a tree and eat them.
No, stop.
They do appear to be just regular apples though. But they're not even processed. I mean, they're still hanging on the tree, so it's not safe to eat them. I actually don't know what they do to process apples. I think they just take them off of a tree and maybe spray them down a bit. I don't think so. The apples that you buy in a store are special apples, and they don't just grow on trees like you see out here. Okay. So what do you have apple trees for? Because they're pretty, and the animals eat them. And the animals eat them because they're edible, correct? Animals can eat dirt. We don't eat dirt, so it's not really the same thing. Okay, well, let me know if anything else comes up. Thanks.
Josh, ¿qué pasó?
No sé.
No, no. You don't want to know. This person literally came out of the movie Idiocracy. Contractors out there, what are the dumb things you have heard? That's phenomenal. You can't eat those off the tree because they're not store-bought apples. That's wow. Wow. Where does food come from? The grocery store, of course. Everyone knows that. This is why contractors, they put out the high bids, because every once in a while there's an idiot who doesn't know what they're doing and is willing to pay whatever and will accept the bid. So I kind of understand that, but let's not take advantage of the challenged, okay? Saying, let's take a deep dive on the subject and then wheeling this in mid-meeting. These, I like these. I remember, if you grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, you probably remember these still. You get called up there and you're supposed to solve the math problem in front of the class, right? Point of view, when the dealer has to lecture the gambler to not go all in with his life savings.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war,
you're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right.
It's hard to talk to and reason with an addict, okay? If they're at the casino with their life savings, I don't know what's going to stop them, man. It's tough to see, tough to watch. Dads with car trash. Okay, yep. Moms with car trash. Yep, dude. I know I've said this many times already, but whenever I go to the gas station, I empty out my trash. That being said, I don't always get to the passenger side where my wife sits, but when I do, it is loaded. That little tray on the bottom of the door is always jam-packed with trash every time. I don't know if apparently this is a gender thing. Mind your business.
Hey, hon, what you doing?
Mind my own business. I want to try it.
You might want to try it.
Did you tell the boys that you...
Snitches get stitches, Dad. Let her lick the bowl, all right? Jeez. You tell the boys, you want that kind of madness in your house? Don't tell them that, hey, Mom's taking all the chocolate. It's the best part. They find out they miss on the best part. However, you could use that situation as blackmail. You could. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying you could. I don't think I cooked it enough. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's no way you put that in already. This is a bit. There's no way that was cooked. If it was, yeah, you got a few extra minutes.
Hey, you remember that one time that the government told a bunch of people to take an experimental drug? And a bunch of people did, and then it didn't work. And so the government said, well, you need to do it again. And they did it again, and then the government said, you know what? It's not working because other people aren't joining the experiment, so take it a third time. And they took it a third time, and then they started getting mad at the people who didn't fall for that. Hey, you remember that?
Classic. Classic. I think it was a lot more than 3. Some people are still taking it, which is crazy. Some of you were forced to take it. They call that coercion. And yeah, some of you didn't. Whatever. People forgot about those times very fast. It's very, very bizarre. That's like no one's talking about it anymore. It should be the only thing being talked about. Next.
Bryan Cranston was always based.
Oh, just like the family on the box.
Oh, yeah.
Can I be the little girl?
Not on my watch, son.
Well, that was Bryan Cranston from what, the early 2000s? You should see Bryan Cranston now. It's pretty sad. Yeah, his activism off screen is pretty cringe, but it happens. Sad. Hollywood rots your brain. TikTok banned for stealing everyone's information. Meanwhile, Alexa in the corner. Yeah, you gotta really ask why the hell, if this is really about data. Some places can steal your information, but others can't. TMZ reports Kanye West and Bianca Censori don't have a prenuptial agreement. Dang. If only there was like a really popular song that would have warned people, men specifically, to always get a prenup. I didn't say she's a gold digger, man. But it's actually a good song. Kind of. I love kindness. Unless it's a person at a four-way stop waving for me to go. Hold on, did we do this? Something just feels weird. Okay. All right. Restart again here. I love kindness. Unless it's a person at a four-way stop waving for me to go when it's clearly their turn. I hate that. When someone pulls up, literally like you pull up after them. They're waiting there and you're still rolling, stop, and then they wave you. It's like, if you're there first, go. That's my point here. Now I'm pissed.
So like President Trump is like he's having Elon go through all of this stuff to like see where America's taxpayer dollars are going to, and like they're finding so much corruption, and I just wish that they would stop because it's really like none of their business, and I enjoy paying my taxes to other countries, and I love that it goes into like other people's pockets instead of mine, and I just really love that, and I hate that he's deporting all of these people because I also enjoy all of my tax dollars going to pay for all of their living, even though they came here illegally. And everything is like not going according to plan. Like he's like kept his word on everything he said. Like everything he said, he kept his word on. Like presidents aren't supposed to do that. This is just the stupidest thing ever. I just wish I'd stand. What? I hate him too.
You know what? I think most people, I'm going to say 95% of people, just turn the news off. Just do it. Just turn it off. It's not going to make your life any better. It won't. Second off, the only gripe I have so far, if it hasn't come out yet, it's allegedly it's supposed to come out. Where's the Epstein list? I wanted that like day one. That's it. Hopefully it's coming.
Idiots.